Doing the port windows over again. Get more perfect round inside there, no splatters. And going back over it to clean up the windows around the circles on each side of the ship, both sides. So it's a lot of time, but it's worth it. In the end, you get a better look. Won't look so messy. And the pen I used is like a pen. I showed you. This guy here, liquid chrome. It's got two sides, a fat side tip and then a fine side tip. I use the fine side tip on it. Very, very fine tip for the port windows. And then clean up anything that excess on the sides of the windows. Make sure the circles look perfectly round. And I clean it up with a toothpick. The toothpick is spread like a brush to get around those little tiny circles. And then a sharp side on the other side to clean up the little pinpoints of the liquid chrome that might have spilled outside of the port circles right there. It's going to be time consuming, but you have to do each one. Then I'm gonna work my way down to the black stripe going around the boat, clean that. Then the final is the red. I'm going to pull the tape off and go around over here. As you can see, the tape pulled off during the beginning when I was painting it right over here. So, it may not match up if you try to do it with a marker. So the best way to do it is to use the spray paint to get it all evenly just in that on that one side down here. So a little small can of spray paint. I think it's out in the garage. But anyway, that's what I'm going to use to keep the color nice and even. So it's not two different types of red. But in the meantime, what I'm doing is the windows, the portholes on the ship, where the crew members and officers below deck would be right here, going all around the ship on both sides. So I cleaned one side, and now I'm going to work on the other side, cleaning, and I'll wipe it down and then work my way on down to the, I guess the water line, the black water line going around the ship right here. Tighten that up a little bit. Make sure it's black all around. No breaks. No breaks going around the ship. And then eventually the bottom. And then after that, I got the flag poles that's going to keep the flags that's on there. And that's these guys right here. Got a lot of different flags here, poles and everything. That'll be that. Looks like I have I'm not sure what this triangle looking shape is right there. I'll have to look on there and see right down here. So I'm about to see what that is. The rest of these are just poles for flags. And the flags, if you remember, were these guys here. I got a couple of guns to put also inside the, not on the turret, but on the towers. Right here, a couple of guns that'll be inserted on the platforms right back here. And then maybe a couple on the bottom of the gray platform down here by the boats. There looks like some little pinholes right there that for me to insert a couple of more bolts. I have two more bolts. And then these are the flags. Like I told you, I got flags all around this that they gave me. So they'll be on these uh, poles here. And we're going to put them into the ship. That's that. And then after that, the stand, I found it finally. Um, stand for the ship itself. And let's see what else we got. Two. We got two stands, a couple of spotlights left for those towers I was telling you about. I had to let dry. So that's these guys right here. Spotlights going to be inserted on those platforms on the ship itself. Uh, you know, to see oncoming little boats or whatever at night. Got a few spots that I could put them in, and then that's that. And then we got the right here where it's going to rest on to it. You got two of these guys right here. One, two. I'm going to glue these on here. I had to go buy more glue. It took a lot of glue for these, so one little container could do easily be used for this whole ship. So, just so you know, if you just got a little bit of this, you're not going to be doing this. Okay. So, this took a whole tube, basically, this ship itself. And this, again, is non toxic testers. I'm kind of partial to testers. They have, of course, the flammable type with the red. The color is red in this tube. Um, if it's red, it's toxic, flammable. Okay. And even though this says non toxic, I wouldn't put it in my mouth. So, what else? I'll keep it away from kids, I would probably. But just to go, if you're going in a hobby shop, look for the blue, this little powder blue look, and it's for plastic models. It says it's non-toxic cement for plastic models, and this is Testors is the name brand, Testors, and they do have directions on the back and everything, with keep out of reach of children, uh, and all the information pertaining to the glue itself. Okay, rostolium.com/testers. And I've never had any problem with it. They got all kinds. I got some also in a jar, a fat jar that's you can use. I'll probably use that for the airplane. Um, but I brought 2 packs of this. When last time I spoke with you guys, I was down to like the last little squeeze out of this tube here, out of a tube like this. So I brought me a couple. So I keep some on handy because you never know when you get in the mood. So you want to always buy extra if you can. It's only this, I think, was $2.99. This guy here for one. So I brought a couple packs. It'll last you quite a while for like plastic models. The scale 1/25, a quarter. So that's about it. Let's see. I'm going to continue with this guy. Finish the windows, port windows on it. I'm going to put the 2 bolts left on the white. You see the white bolts right there. I'm going to paint the black line going, the water line going around, uh, and then the ballast down here. Um, you can kind of see where it would be back here. I'm gonna put the propellers on before I lose them. The propellers are very small, and the stems that go inside of there for the propellers. You can see right there with the little holes. And then I got the, of course, the one piece right here that let's see what else I got. Um, I do believe after I put this rudder on there, the propellers, the rudder. Um, I did learn that the stern goes is what basically cuts through the water. It's the pointed edge of the ship. I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to really say it till I knew for sure. And then the bow in the back, where usually all the propeller, put the propulsion would be on the ship, going to the for the backside with the propellers and the rudder and all that stuff. And then the ballast, like I said, is not as defined on some ships, but it's this also did have a form of a ballast that would let water in, let some let it out on depending upon how the waves were to keep the ship from rocking one side to the other. So you had to ballast it with the ballast to let different types of amounts of water in to keep it going, even as much as possible on waves and everything. So we're almost done, and I'm going to keep going with this, and then I will come back with you with it. Probably, I told you it was going to be next Saturday, but I just kind of broke in on with just to let you know that these port windows, will take you a minute. Okay, so I'm still working with that, and then by touching it so much, you could smear some of the paint and everything's like that. Okay, so don't fret with it. Just take your time with it, and we'll go from there, and then we'll get back with you. Okay. So we're gonna kind of move on in a minute here. Okay. All right. And then we'll see what happens the next time um, we meet. We should have a clean uh, USS Arizona and go from there. Okay. All right. Take care. Hit the subscribe button. Peace and be safe. And we'll see you this coming Saturday, if not sooner. If it's sooner, you'll see it. You'll see a video. Okay. All right. So, all right. Stay safe. Peace. Hit the subscribe button. And I'm going to finish up on this ship. Okay. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully by Saturday. I'm going to try to finish everything. Okay. Take care.